Is Vancouver a great city to live in? And how does it compare to other cities here in Canada? In this video, I'm going to be comparing Vancouver, British Columbia to Kelowna, British Columbia to see which city is going to be better for you to live in. What's going on, people of the world? It's Russ the Realtor here in Kelowna, British Columbia. I am very fired up to bring this video because I get this so heavily requested and I get so many people and clients that are debating staying in Vancouver or potentially moving to Kelowna or vice versa. It seems that these two certainly just go hand in hand, and I've helped so many people relocate from Vancouver to Kelowna. So this video is much requested from my audience, and I'm so excited to bring it to you guys on what it's like to live in Vancouver compared to Kelowna, and then you can decide which city is going to be best for you. Vancouver certainly has a reputation as being the land of opportunity, and it's really interesting because recently Kelowna is being called one of the tech hubs in Canada, and that a ton of people are starting companies here and moving to Kelowna just for all the lifestyle reasons that I'm going to be sharing in this video. So there's going to be some things that you might want to rethink that you thought Vancouver was going to superior in, where Kelowna actually might be better. Let's start off with the lifestyle. So firsthand, this is where Kelowna really makes its name and is why so many people are immigrating and moving to Kelowna over these recent years, is because of the lifestyle. It's a 4-season playground. You get so many different things that you can do in terms of hiking, biking, boating, going to the lakes, hanging out at the beaches, and hitting all the beautiful different ski resorts that we have in the area. It's really made the name for itself in terms of its lifestyle, and it's really cool. It's completely different than what Vancouver has to offer, because in Kelowna, the only really decision you have to be in terms of like where you live is if potentially you want to cross the bridge from West Kelowna to Kelowna, where if you are from Vancouver, where you actually work is absolutely essential for where you live. And a lot of times these people can't afford the housing on where they actually work. And I talk to people and help people that have moved here that are commuting 3 to 4 hours every single day just to get to their job because they can't actually afford a home in the area that they actually live, and they're wasting countless hours in their lives sitting in traffic, where they could be here in Kelowna and maybe just get stuck in traffic 30 minutes every once in a while coming across the bridge. But where Vancouver certainly has a better lifestyle is those opportunities. Just because of its large population, you are able to probably stay with a company all the way through and climb the ladder. It does have a milder climate than here in Kelowna, where you don't see the same amount of snowfall. Even though Kelowna is considered a really mild climate in Canada, but the knock with Vancouver is how rainy it is all year. So I'm gonna leave it up for you guys to decide. I'd love to know in the comments where you think is a better place to live. Is it Vancouver or Kelowna? Okay, first thing that we want to compare is the population. So this is where the two cities are definitely polar opposite. So if you were to take Kelowna and West Kelowna and combine them into two, you're going to see around a 200,000 population and under, where if you take the whole entire Vancouver area, you have a population of 2.7 million. So there is a massive difference in terms of population between the two cities. And I know everyone that I help from Vancouver moved to Kelowna is because they want to get away from that highly populated, dense area. The next point that I believe people are going to be really surprised in, that Kelowna is actually better than Vancouver in this area, is the average medium salary that someone makes comparative. So in Vancouver, you have an average annual salary of $63,000, where here in Kelowna, you have an average salary of $68,000. Most definitely, you're going to see a lot more corporate jobs and a lot higher level paying jobs that are going to be in Vancouver. So there is a big gap between the people that make $150,000 and above compared to Kelowna, but Kelowna's actual average salary is higher than what people make in Vancouver. And this was a huge surprise to me. I know a lot of people go out to Vancouver thinking that there's going to be a lot more opportunities and better paying jobs, and for the average person, this certainly isn't the case. So our next topic, and just like I talked about at the start of the video, is that a lot of people from Vancouver can't necessarily afford housing where it's close to work. So they're having to waste all their lives in traffic, having to commute back and forth in order just to make a living. So here is certainly where Kelowna is the massive favorite, and that is going to be on real estate prices. And I have countless success stories of helping clients who had a condo or a single family home in Vancouver and were able to move to Kelowna after selling that place, and say if they sold a single family home, they're able to upgrade their house ×2, get a way better property, and pretty much be mortgage free after selling their Vancouver place with just how much it's worth. Or I've helped people that had single 1-bedroom condos in Vancouver are able to sell those and move to a house by just relocating to Kelowna, because the price difference and how much real estate has gone up in Vancouver. They have so much equity sitting in there that they're able to cash in Kelowna's market and really make a massive lifestyle change and a massive upgrade in their overall life in terms of what housing and what they're living in. But let's highlight what the actual real estate prices are going to be. So Kelowna right now, the average single family home is $1,050,000. Townhouses are $767,000. And condos have an average price of $516,000. Now let's compare that to Vancouver, where an average single family home is $2.16 million in order to get a single family home. So more than double what it costs Kelowna. Townhouses come in at a range of $1,240,000, and the average price of the condo is $823,000 in Vancouver. And it's no shocker there, everyone knows how crazy the real estate market has been in Vancouver for absolutely forever. And this is why I almost challenge everyone that's living in Vancouver that you should honestly really explore making the transition to Kelowna. You're able to sell your home there and cash in massively, and a lot of times live mortgage free with the amount of profit that you make off selling your home, and get a better home than what you have in Vancouver. The next topic is going to be cost of living. So this is going to be a no-brainer on who's actually going to be more expensive to live in, and that is going to be Vancouver, where the average cost of living for a person is $5,600 a month. Where you compare that to Kelowna is $4,600. So you have about $1,000 difference in terms of what a person spends in order to live in Vancouver compared to Kelowna. You take that over an entire year, that adds up to about $12,000. And with the average salary being around $6,300, those numbers just don't even make sense to me that people are able to live there, because it's almost your entire gross income on just what you have to spend in order to live in Vancouver. And for all the people that are seriously considering making the move or wanting to move to Kelowna, there's going to be a link in the description below above. Book a call with me at a time that works best for you. I can go over in detail if it's actually going to make sense for you to potentially move to Kelowna. And if you're debating between the two, please book a call with me still. We can go over all this in detail to see which city is going to make more sense in order for you to live in. The next point, and something that I thought Vancouver was going to absolutely crush Kelowna in, was going to be the things to do and entertainment. So just the feedback that I've gotten from clients that I've helped transition from Vancouver to Kelowna, and my personal opinion from visiting Vancouver, this is where people who actually think that Vancouver would crush Kelowna are wrong. I think that Kelowna has way more things to do and way better daily activities and free things that you can do every single day, where a lot of these things in Vancouver are big ticket items that cost you a lot of money in order to attend them. But first, comparing the two, for Vancouver, you got the different professional sports teams that are located in Vancouver. You have the downtown area, which is beautiful. You have Stanley Park, Granville Island, the Vancouver Aquarium, Queen Elizabeth Park, and then you have a ton of events all the way throughout the year that people in Vancouver can enjoy. Now you go to Kelowna, and this is where people who actually move to Kelowna rejuvenate themselves, because you have so many outdoor activities that you can do. In the summertime, you got the lake, you got the beaches, you got the boat, you can do water sports, and then in the wintertime, you got all the amazing ski resorts right here where you can ski and snowboard. And then to go along, you got a ton of hiking and biking trails right at your disposal, located right in the city that people take advantage of. Then to go along with all the wineries, beautiful restaurants, and the orchards and farming that's located right in the city, where you can go pick your own fruits and vegetables. And this is why, with all the things to do, you can do these every single day, every single weekend. It's not a big outing, it's just a part of your lifestyle. And that's why I believe Kelowna is superior on things to do in entertainment than Vancouver. Yes, we may not get a Taylor Swift concert or something of that nature, but you're going to be able to enjoy things every single day and not have to deal with that rain most of the year. And then for the people that are seriously considering making the move to Kelowna but are on the fence and want an honest opinion on what the actual cons are like living in Kelowna, you're going to want to watch this video next, where I highlight the pros and the cons of what it's like to actually live in Kelowna.